And welcome to Blow the Whistle, the live stream.
Straight out of Lombard.
Because we've been here for years.
Oh, we haven't.
We haven't been here for a while.
For a decent amount.
For a good amount.
For a good amount.
Yeah.
For a good amount.
A pretty number of years.
It'll be okay, Tyler. It'll be okay.
We're going to be
all
okay.
right.
Don't worry.
Everything will be all right. Well, welcome in. My name's David Double D Dykstra. I'm here with my boys.
Be first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
Andrew Pepe Valentin.
Tyler Butterball Buterball.
AKA, I'm not Zach Roloff.
That is true. Not Zach
He got
Roloff.
recognized.
I don't know about recognized. I just got assumed.
Yeah.
Just lean into it, man. You know what they say? Y'all look alike.
Yeah, we all look alike.
Jesus. I mean, if you can't have fun with it.
Yeah, why not?
It would have been better if I didn't miss my first two flights.
Well, yeah,
I was already cranky as hell at the airport.
What do you
Been
want,
there for
lady?
15 hours. Well, also the lady was chasing me down.
Yeah, why is she chasing you? Like, that's
So,
not a good move.
The terminal goes
I
in like a
saw a
whole...
semi-famous birthday. Oh my God.
Unbelievable. Like, don't do that, people. Don't chase other people down.
Don't chase me down.
Not in today's society. Don't do that.
It was so like each terminal at the Vegas airport goes like in a circle, right? They're like their own
Right.
pod. She started at the first end, got me like about 3/4 the other end, like a track.
She really would have scared him. Tyler might have beat her down with his tripod. Take that, woman.
That is a loaded weapon.
Do you have a carry and conceal for that thing?
You don't need one.
And we're back.
Woo! Welcome into Bowl-O-Rama 2022-23.
Yes, sir.
Where we are going to go over every single bowl game in what, 3 parts, Andrew? Are we going to do 3 or are we going to do 2?
We can. There's a lot of bowl games.
There's a lot of
Really?
Yeah.
No way!
And instead of me
2
sitting
weeks
here
worth.
instead of me sitting here for an hour typing stuff up, I decided, you know what, we'll just do like up until Christmas Eve, and everything else. I guess we'll take it from there.
Christmas Eve. See, but like that's when it really kicks off.
I know.
Like, so I feel like maybe we should do it in 3 parts.
Yeah. Why not?
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
That's
Because
a lot of
I don't want to be sitting up here for 4 hours analyzing,
Yeah.
Michigan versus TCU.
I just had it up to this point, and then after that, we can get all the rest done whenever we feel like
We
it.
will survive.
Absolutely.
I promise you. But we want to give a quick shout out to all the people that check us out on all the major platforms, whether it be Spotify, Google-Fi. See, this is why I can't do it.
You want me to do it?
Yes.
You know them all, so.
Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and the one that David usually forgets, but he forgot Google-Fi. But
It's a thing. It's a thing now.
that would be the Quad Pod.
Quad Pod never forgets about you as long as you have a headshot.
Well, you send him a headshot, but that's okay.
True.
I still
Brandon
blame,
was supposed to send him a
I still
headshot.
blame Januska.
He was supposed to send it in.
And you're not here to defend yourself. So, yeah.
You left, so
I'm waiting for the comment to come in. What'd you say?
Ha.
I know he's
On
gonna
my
come.
way. Uh-oh.
I guarantee
No, he'd show up to the
You're
door.
right.
What'd you say about me?
Oh, we'll get him to comment on here, but when he's in town, psh,
Yeah, I know. You don't come say hi.
Or tell
Let
us
him know, by the way, too. I'm like, dude, you got to come. When you're in town, let us know. And he's
He-
like, yeah, I was busy. I'm like, busy with the what? The ball game?
Hey, I mean, yeah,
Like,
he didn't.
Tyler was not far from you.
He didn't tell us. I know. I was like literally 2 sections away. But no, he didn't tell us about his little hit on the CMAs either.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't.
That
He
was
doesn't let us know. He's a
upsetting.
oh
social
my
media
God,
star.
so great. It's so great. I
Upsetting.
love every moment of that.
That was great.
He should be the one that's on the bulletin board with the Brian Urlacher stuff.
Should.
Oh my God.
Whew, he's gonna come down here and hunt us.
Bring it. I ain't scared.
3 verse 1.
I already got a broken rib.
Yeah, until he
How much more can you break?
Dude can't even fart normally.
This is true. This is very... Are you trying to right now?
I quit. I quit.
You can't. We just started.
We haven't said the word football yet.
No, we haven't even gotten close.
Well, let's get to it, boys. We got a lot of games.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Not all of them are going to be barn burners,
No.
as we like to say. But we kind of want to give you a little insight to where we think. Let's do it this way, since, you know, 3 of us here, pretty decent gamblers.
I'd say so.
Decent.
Yeah.
I mean, Tyler
Not
went to
in
Vegas and broke even. Can't do much better than that.
I mean, we
Hey,
haven't hit on anything.
Shoosh! Man!
We only had one not hit us.
Yeah,
we would have hit a whole.
Screw you, Jayhawks.
I only had one, and that was on the World Cup, so
I
that
had
money's gone.
I had my first one hit of the year. My first parlay of the year hit. Everything else, Jayhawks, I'm looking right at you. Granted, we wouldn't have made billions.
No,
Nice 3K, though, would have been nice.
that would have been
I
good.
can use an extra 3K.
Yeah.
I might have won more at Vegas.
Ooh, couldn't use a nice little 3K.
Who
Just
does?
put all the money on Old Dominion that one week we went.
Oh, you mean
Oh,
the
shit.
we
week
made 40,000 the difference on our game.
Yeah.
the week that Tyler was like, I don't know about this Old Dominion pick, and it's a little sketchy. I don't know.
I will admit
To
I
be
was
quite
far
honest, I
wrong.
completely BS'd all around that one just to make us give it to you. So I was just like, I just threw something out there just to get you to be like, yeah, let's do it. And I was like, all right, yes.
Oh yeah, because it wasn't even my money, so I was just like, well, I can't really say.
Yeah, exactly. That was the
Yeah, I know.
big money down on it, and it flatlined us. Damn Kansas.
I don't even want to.
I was
Computer.
I was visiting my brother in Whitewater, and I told him like turn this damn game on right now. I'm like, your brother's winning money, and then I saw that one. I'm like, you gotta be
Yeah, you
Freaking
gotta be
kidding me. Oh, I was pissed.
This is rough. David, are you all right there?
My computer's being jerky. So I'm just gonna go into the games, and you guys can tell me if I'm way freaking off when I talk about them.
Go
for it.
Because Chrome wants to be stupid today.
Of course.
First game up. So we're gonna take the games from December 16th to December 24th, Christmas Eve, or as a good white Christian woman would say, Christmas Eve.
Stop. It's not because of people we know. It's
Listen, if she wants to be a good white Christian woman, blow her mind and tell her Jesus had olive skin. Just blow her mind.
I don't think we'll be
Why
having
not?
many conversations
Do
anymore.
you realize that they were in the Middle East, young lady? He wasn't white.
Yeah. I had an interesting moment.
I'm
Let's call it
just
that.
saying.
We'll just call it that and leave it at.
Hey, also, I never got a chance. I got a bone to pick with you.
What? What did I do?
Whoa.
You just started following me on Twitter over the weekend?
I did. I didn't realize I wasn't following
At first,
you.
I was like, did
You
he make a
popped
new
up.
account? And I'm like,
I know.
this bastard hasn't been following me.
You popped up and I was like, no, I've been following Tyler. And then I checked it. I'm like,
That's fantastic.
oh, I haven't been following Tyler. Oh, no. Oh, this is bad.
Oh, it's just, what the
In
hell?
fairness, I also didn't follow JC. So, like,
To be
there's...
fair, well, that's not a
be
big
fair.
loss. Let's see what JC's tweeting about. Beer. Hanging out with bougie people.
Jesus.
Beer. Yeah. Oh wait, maybe fantasy football if he decides to watch a football game. But anyway,
What's the first matchup?
Yeah, what's going on in college football?
December 16th, Friday.
Yeah.
Our first game of the day at 10:30 a.m. What the blue hell?
Yeah.
You rise and shine.
Early in the day, man.
The hometown lenders Bahama Bowl. At least they get to go to the Bahamas and play
Yeah.
football. I mean, that's nice.
Wait, how early is it that over there then? Or
It's 10:30 a.m.
Yeah.
no, in the Bahamas.
10:30 a.m.
Oh, it is.
They're more than likely East Coast.
Are they really?
Yeah, because they're in the.
They're an hour ahead of us.
Are they?
4:40. So
Yeah.
this is gonna
so
be
it's
like
the
around 11:30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it'd be Eastern Standard
okay.
Time. Eastern Standard Time.
You can
Eastern
still
Standard.
eat cereal and watch football if you want. It's just gonna be in the middle of the day.
Have you ever tried Cheerios and beer?
No, I've heard people have tried it though.
Why would that ever be? That does not sound
Why not?
tasty at all. That doesn't sound.
Don't knock until you try it.
Seriously? Think about what Cheerios are.
I understand.
It's
what they
whole
are.
grain oats.
Right.
What is beer?
I get it. I just look. I already don't like my cereal to be too soggy. Okay.
It's Corona.
Okay. Well, maybe. I don't know. I haven't ever tried.
I could just see it now. We're gonna walk in on Andrew someday. He's gonna be pouring Corona on some Cheerios, and then all of a sudden, I need a lime.
I mean, you know,
Add a little hint of lime in your Cheerios.
some Corona and cornflakes, right?
Yeah. See, that's a cereal that gets soggy too quick.
Cornflakes?
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
I like it when the Frosted Flakes. Wow, we are just on tangents today.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Frosted Flakes. All right, so it's Miami of Ohio versus UAB,
Blazers.
the Blazers, and the Red Hawks. Any thoughts off the top of your head before you dive into it at all? It's 6-6 versus 6-6.
Yeah. Well, right now UAB's actually got the favorite at 11 points, and the over/under is at 44.5. So
Miami hasn't really scored many points at all this season.
no, and they haven't looked that good. UAB's actually looked like a pretty good team.
They
I mean,
played decent. Like they beat North Texas.
Yeah.
And North Texas is pretty solid. They took UTSA to overtime.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, there's some matchups there that UAB has been looking more impressive.
And let's not forget the end all be all.
Yeah.
Their new head coach Trent Dilfer's going to be there.
Yes. Trent
Yeah.
Dilfer, the difference maker, as we know to all.
He'll give them that emotional.
Yes.
I won a Super Bowl because my defense was fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he you sure did win that Super Bowl. You sure did. No, I think it's UAB for me personally. I think they're the better team.
Oh,
They've
look
got
at
one of the top
Miami-
running backs in the country.
Miami's been on a better streak.
Look
in
at
the past
Andrew. Did you
5.
see that? Andrew did the whole Dr. Seuss thing. It'd be UAB for me.
Yeah. You think that was intentional? I'll never tell.
I know it was intentional. I know you.
I'm an unoriginal bastard at times. But no, look, Dwayne McBride, 19 touchdowns on the ground, over 1,700 yards. This kid's been awesome. He will definitely be a guy to look. I don't think he's leaving just yet. I think he's sticking around at UAB, and he's a guy that you can look to kind of be a workhorse.
He'll enter the transfer portal. End up on,
Everybody has.
and end up in Alabama.
He could. He's talented enough. He's got that
17
size and work.
Putting that kind of numbers up is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scratch that. Scratch that. He's gonna end up in Colorado.
Yeah. Everybody says they're going to Colorado right now.
You know for a fact Dion is watching every single bowl game this year and going, I'll take him.
Yeah.
I'll take him.
He basically told the whole roster that's there right now to just jump in the transfer portal.
Yeah, he's coming with his own baggage.
Okay, I'm there were a lot of people that were upset by that. I was not.
He's trying to make a
That
change.
team, well, not just change, but that team has had decades. He wasn't lying. Decades to change that program. You obviously don't have the want, the will, or the desire to make this team better. Get out. I'm here to make change.
No, I liked what he said. I mean, the media made it sound a lot harsher, but you know what? I mean, that's what it is.
It was harsh, but it needed to be.
I mean, that team has been terrible for like how many years now at this point? Like, you have to make some sort of change, and this is kind of the point where it's like, yeah, well, you better, like, this is like, nut up or shut up, boys. Like, if you think you can play for us, fine, stick around. But it's like, I'm going to be honest with you, probably a lot of you, not going to be here much longer.
No.
And that's the way it needs to be.
Yeah.
You got to be honest with those kids.
Yeah, and it's
You can't
not like,
sugarcoat it.
not like they can't go to UMass and get a full ride there.
Yeah, you can go to probably North Dakota State or something
Colorado
like that.
State.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
There's plenty of teams that'll take you.
I think we're all in agreement. I think UAB's probably the right side here.
Yeah.
Do you think they cover the 11 though?
Miami covers?
No.
Oh, UAB?
UAB.
Yeah.
I think they can.
I think they can.
I think they've got a good enough team that can probably do it.
Both defenses are giving up around 23 points a game. The difference is the offensive scoring. Miami of Ohio is only putting up about 20 a game, and UAB is putting up close to 31 a game.
Yeah.
But then also you look at the yardage too. They're both giving up right around the exact same amount of yards as well. Miami 371, UAB 368.
Now the rushing, that's an interesting one right there. You said UAB's got the perennial good running back, right? Mm-hmm. Miami of Ohio is only averaging about 136 yards per game.
Yeah, no, I mean it's going to be a good matchup, but the way they run their offense, I haven't watched a lot of their games, but having a chance to watch a game of theirs, the way their offense works is it's all about trying to make sure he is set up perfectly to be able to have those design runs where he can take it to the outside or cut back to the inside. So it's all about the offensive line being able to shift and move with him. So.
Oh, and just so you guys know, you guys are helping me win my
so we're doing a little bit of work on this one too.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
This is why we're doing this show.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. This is why we're doing
I won it 2
Bowl-Mania.
years ago.
Yeah, there you go.
Last year, I believe, actually, rest in peace, but I think it was my dad who ended up winning last year.
Okay.
So let's move on to the second game, which I think is actually going to be a phenomenal game.
Oh, I think so. This is going to be a good game.
2 p.m. Central Standard Time start, as we have the UTSA Road Runners versus the Troy Condoms. I mean,
it is ironic that it's the Duluth Trading Cure Bowl. Condoms and the boxers.
I didn't put that together.
You're welcome.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
That's why we love you, Tyler.
Yeah.
I love you guys too.
This is actually a ranked matchup
Yep.
between the number 25 team in the country and the number 24 team in the country.
Yeah, because we all saw these two teams being ranked.
UTSA, I could have.
They
had a lot of people returning. Solid offense. Their defense is for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their defense is giving up almost over 400 yards per game.
Oh, so they're the Lions.
Yowza.
And while they're averaging 38 points a game.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I say they're like the Lions. Score a lot of points, but give up a lot of points.
You've got.
Troy's got a good defense. They're only allowing 17
Troy's always had a good defense.
A game.
I mean, they've always been solid at building the defensive side of the ball.
The quarterback for UTSA hasn't put up any kind of numbers this year whatsoever.
Yeah, I know. 31 touchdowns.
Almost 4,000 yards.
Yeah. Wouldn't call that anything.
Jeez.
By the way, he's only 6 feet tall, just barely hitting that mark. So take that for what you will.
Great. Okay, so he's at 6 feet.
Yeah. So he's probably 5'10".
Yeah.
Let's call it what it is, people. Because I was listed at 5'10" in my book.
I was put at 5'11". At one point, I was 6'1". I'm like, there's no damn way I ever will hit 6'1". Sorry, coach.
He's putting them lifts in his
I know. I'm like, what are you talking about, 6'1"? So my dad was like, he's like, this says you're 6'1", and I'm like, keep that.
They had Tyler at 5'3".
No, my coach wouldn't want to do that. He wanted to make a story.
Ow.
No, this is great. This is great for the newspaper.
Oh, good Lord.
This will make me look so good.
Is that what he makes me
serious?
look so good? Oh, my God.
I was going to be like, whoa, throwing coach under the table.
I will say he was a very self-centered kind of guy and like big-headed to himself. So I don't think he actually did. No, he said he was going to like do something like, hey, there's they want to interview like us and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Never happened. But I'm like, that's all right. I'll stay on the bench.
You lied to him, coach.
All right, so getting back to the Roadrunners versus the Trojans, it is legitimately offense versus defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Troy's defense is phenomenal.
Yep.
UTSA's offense is it's the air raid. Let's just be real. Like,
they spread out 5 and they throw the ball. Yeah.
They throw.
They sling the ball.
Absolutely. I mean, they have a receiver with 14 touchdowns, folks, and he's top tier. Honestly,
1100 yards receiving the dot. The spread's only 1.5. Which
you got it at 1.5. I got it at 1.
Really? Where are you looking?
Same place you are.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I'm at 1.5 on it. So
it must have just changed.
yeah.
Thanks, Chrome.
But I mean, this team
Over unders 54.5.
Yeah,
I got 55 and
I got it at
but
55 too.
Need a new computer.
Just need to get off of Chrome, I think.
Wait a minute. Refresh.
That away, Firefox. Way to go, baby.
Refresh.
Yeah, I know what I said. Come at me.
Oh, there it is. I hit refresh. It's all good now.
Got it now?
His window's been stuck there since yesterday.
So we're UTSA. Well, basically, it's a pick 'em.
Pretty much.
It is a pick 'em.
Pretty much.
55.5. Tyler, I'll start with you. Who do you like? Why? And
I like UTSA.
over under.
I mean, if you have a very high-flying scoring offense, that's usually what's going to win you in college football. And these guys are putting up some freaking numbers, and they've been kind of up and down all over the place. Troy's been kind of like all in like late in the back end of the rankings. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go UTSA. Their offensive numbers are ridiculous, and that's what's going to win you in college football games at this point.
All right, Andrew.
I think I'm gonna go with Troy. They have they've got like 5 guys that have 4 or more sacks on their team right now. They absolutely get. I mean, one of them's, by the way, their safety. I don't know if anybody knows that. One of their safeties had 4.5 sacks.
They likes to do the safeties blitz.
Yeah, if you wanna add who has just a sack, they have almost 9 guys on their defense that have sacks. So take that for what you will. I think the way they've been playing thus far. 34 points, 48 points, 45 points in their last 3 games.
It looks like the offense has figured something out. Now, granted, those are against teams that do not have great defenses.
Right.
UTSA does not have a great defense.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the thing that's really like is making me almost lean towards Troy, but I'm still with UTSA. Mm-hmm. Troy, like the one that's not supposed to have the good offense, dropped 45 points on Coastal Carolina.
Right, exactly. Wow.
Well, Coastal Carolina's defense is
it's not been great.
Yeah.
Oh!
Not doing any favors.
Oh! Your boy entered the portal.
Did you not hear me when I was in there and I said
Grayson
McCall?
Not.
Yeah, Grayson McCall's in the transfer
portal.
He's going big time, baby.
LSU, here he comes.
Please. I will melt if that happens. Are you kidding me?
He will walk in here with
it's
an
not
LSU
a bad
McCall.
It's not a bad thing if he would.
Hey, Matt,
I said DJ maybe to LSU.
Matt Rule,
I wouldn't be angry at either one. Yeah, I know. You look at me crazy. I know what I said.
Spencer Rattler to LSU.
No. Go to Nebraska. Go to Nebraska with Matt Rule.
Why would he do that? Casey Thomps's still there.
Yeah, he's not transferring.
He probably could be, might be able to beat him out.
As far as I know, he hasn't entered the transfer portal.
No, he's staying.
He's sticking around.
All right. We're mixing
Trey
in
Palmer,
a lot here.
Yeah.
Trey Palmer
We're like a lazy Susan. We'll come back around. Don't worry about it.
You know what? I'm gonna have to agree with Andrew. I'm gonna go Troy Trojans as well. I think their offense is good enough against bad defenses to overcome a great offense.
Yep.
All right. The Condoms win the Boxer Bowl.
Pick number 2 in my little thing.
I'm glad we could help you. Are we getting paid for this also?
I appreciate that.
Are we getting a percentage?
I'll let you touch the trophy.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right.
Yes,
Moving on
sniff
to
it.
Saturday, December 17th.
Oh my God, this is a 10 a.m. game.
11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, yes.
We
You have to convert everything over.
the Wasabi Fenway Bowl because, God forbid, Boston doesn't do exactly what New York does and have a bowl game in their freaking baseball stadium.
Well, it's not getting used, so.
Ouch.
Well, that's because baseball season's over, number one, folks. But yes, Boston has not been good.
Even if it was a couple months before, they still wouldn't have been.
Exactly.
Unique little circumstances here in this game. You have the former coach of the Cincinnati Bearcats now with Wisconsin.
Yes.
Yep.
And then the head coach from Louisville is now with Cincinnati.
Yes.
And then the coach from Purdue is now with Louisville, which I believe Brom is going to actually be at the game.
Jeff Brom will be at the game. He will be cheering. He said he was gonna be at the game, I think, no matter what. So, because that's his alma mater, he wants to cheer on Louisville. So, I'm kind of excited to see how this game goes because I think this is an even
definition
matchup in a lot of ways.
Coach Carousel.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is very much Louisville's been a hot team as of late.
Yep.
They did poo-poo all over themselves when it came to Kentucky.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But so did Cincinnati when it came to Tulane.
Yeah. Well, Tulane
They
is
look more competitive against Tulane, I got to say, for what their defense is. They put up some points.
and they kept it close. They kept it close, 27-24 against Tulane.
But once again,
Tulane's. We're talking about. They beat. They whooped UCF.
Mm-hmm.
And then they beat another ranked team. Tulane's a sneaky team.
Tulane's good.
Yeah.
Tulane's good. And they got cool uniforms. So
Absolutely.
They do.
there goes that.
But if you look at their numbers, dude, they're like
the
exact same.
Is Tulane's head coach headed somewhere?
Not that I'm aware of, but he is up for job offers.
I heard that he was up.
He's going to be one of probably the most sought after coaches probably throughout
And
the
I
rest
heard
of this process.
Mr. Coastal Carolina's doing a sideways to Liberty.
Yeah, Cheney's going to.
That's right.
That's stupid.
He's going to Liberty. You see how much they're paying him?
Oh, okay.
It was $4.5 million a year or something like that. I'd take that.
Oh, they've got the dirty church money.
Well, yeah, exactly.
And the Robertson money.
Yes,
Because his kids went there.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, really?
The Dynasty kids went to
Yeah.
Liberty.
Is that where they went?
Yeah.
A lot of the famous religious people go to the Liberty University.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Jerry Falwell.
And ironically, yeah, yes, that's. And that one guy that was having his wife have an affair with some other guy. Yeah.
McCaffrey's brother was at Liberty, wasn't he? When I transferred from Nebraska, didn't he go to Liberty?
No, I don't think so. No.
It was someone with an L. I think it was Liberty.
Okay.
It might have been. I don't know.
I don't know.
But anyway,
He's dead
we
to me.
have another pick situation.
This
Yes.
is
Cincinnati +1.
over
under 41.
Wow.
Both teams are. That's right on point for what their defenses are letting score.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But they're both scoring. Cincy 31 points, Louisville 27. Like this is
Now,
so even.
Yeah.
for me, this is going to come down to who's going to miss their coach more,
Right.
Louisville or Cincinnati. And I think it's Cincinnati that's going to miss their coach more. So I'm leaning towards Louisville. I personally think Louisville has more talent than Cincinnati.
This one's tough for me.
Yeah.
It's like you said, it is exactly a pick 'em. I mean, Louisville losing to Kentucky, that was a bad loss because Kentucky wasn't who we thought they were.
No.
Tulane. They are who they
Dennis
thought they were. But for Cincinnati to keep it that close with Tulane, I find that way more impressive because Tulane's been very solid this season.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, the whole coach is switching. It's like throw everything off. So I still got Cincinnati. To me, they're just definitely the better team.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cincinnati here too. I think they have a little bit more veteran presence per se because of this is obviously a team that we saw go pretty far last year, so they've got a lot of those guys who are still on this roster that had those experiences. Look, Malik Cunningham is a really solid quarterback. We know he can run the ball really well, but between him and Bryant, the guy from Cincinnati, I mean, there's a very sharp difference. Ben Bryant throws a really nice ball. It's nice and compact. He has an arm. He has a good receiving core, I think. So Cincinnati, I think, can take them over the top, whereas Louisville is going to have to contend with just being able to run on the ground, which I think Cincinnati can find a way to shut them down a few times. I think it'll be a back and forth, but I think there's going to be at least a moment where Cincinnati can get the lead, and I think whoever has the lead probably going into the fourth quarter can take the game. So I'll say Cincinnati.
All right. Cincinnati's the pick then.
That's you're going with too?
No. I said Louisville, but I got outvoted. So
Oh, okay.
Cincinnati's my pick.
You can always change it. You don't have to listen to us.
Come to the dark side.
I'm putting asterisks by the ones that you guys overruled me on. All right.
So if we screw it up, it's on us. It's not on him.
Exactly.
I know. I see how this goes.
A load of crap.
Yeah.
Coming up
Rigged
next,
system.
the second bowl game of that Saturday slate will be the Las Vegas Bowl between the Florida Gators and the Oregon State Beavers.
This one's tough too.
No, it is not.
It was.
No,
it would have been tougher.
It would have been tough, but Richardson declared.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely picking Oregon State.
Oregon State's defense is way, way, way tougher.
Dude, Florida's in too. They have too much going on right now. Like Anthony Richardson's leaving. Jonathan Kitna's kid Jalen is now he's going to jail for a while now.
That's not a good look.
And he was like I think he was the backup quarterback too, if I'm not mistaken.
Although they did just get a pretty highly touted.
Yeah. Jaden Rashada has switched from Miami to Florida by one win. That's the difference in this whole situation is one win. If that's the case, I don't know, but they have.
Would that be hilarious if the kid was just who's gonna have the better record?
Yeah, exactly. Miami, you had your shot, man. I think. Listen, that kid, by the way, is gonna be legit. Arm, speed, he's got it all. But as of right now, where Florida is at,
Florida's offense has looked. They have a highlight reel player, a playmaker on that offense that will play in the game. Trevor. Is it Trevor?
Trevor Etienne, yeah. And their other running back, by the way, shouldn't be counted out either. Montreal Johnson Jr., who leads the team in rushing yards and touchdowns. They've been a solid 1-2 punch.
It's going to be a ground attack from Florida, more than likely.
Etienne's the guy he can do everything. He's your all-around back. I mean, Johnson's more of your pound the rock in between the tackles
Even
guy.
His big brother has come out and said he's a better pass catcher than I am.
He really is. He really is.
That says something because...
But Etienne is not bad. Yeah, Travis is not bad from out of the backfield.
Yeah, but the quarterbacks they have left right now, I mean, it's Jack Miller, Kyle Angle, Max Brown, and Jack Anders. Jack Miller is the only one that I know of a name, and that's because I saw a little bit of highlight tapes from when he was in high school, and that's it. I've never otherwise seen the kid play. So their number 1 and number 2 are now out, so now they got to figure out who's next. I'm guessing it's Miller, but they could go with anybody at this point. It's a crapshoot. So I take Oregon State because there's consistency there.
I heard Emory Jones is in the transfer portal again. Yeah, get a hold of him.
He's a running back. What are we talking about?
They go unique wishbone. Etienne,
listen,
Johnson, and Emory Jones.
I guess if Austin Stogner could leave for South Carolina as a tight end and then be like, yeah, I'm going to go right back to Oklahoma because there's no tight end there now. I guess Emory Jones could do that too. I don't know why you would, but sure, go for it. I'm sure you're going to make the program so much better.
No, that quarterback's going to start as a freshman next year.
Yeah, absolutely. That kid is number 1 right now.
You're sitting at. By the way, Anthony Richardson, you're an idiot. I get wanting to make money. I understand that. You have the tools, but you needed one more year.
I feel like this is going to be a situation like Ryan Tannehill where you looked at his numbers and went, they weren't really that solid for one of these years.
But he has all the tools.
And he's got the talent. I think it was just he got a little overhyped, I think, after that fantastic pump fake.
The first game?
Yeah. And that's when, I think the fame and the hype
was
really got to him.
Yeah.
The hype train was real.
Everyone was saying Heisman winner, as soon as that happened.
I think a lot of people were saying as a preseason guy,
finalist,
if you ranked the top
with
10,
how he
would have
played.
been there.
But
I think it got to him, and I think that's what kind of
their offensive line was horrible this year.
Yeah,
that too.
Their defense, he was playing catch up pretty much the entire year.
Well, I think he's also. I mean, if you look at the NFL right now, right, with Jalen Hurts and Justin Fields and Lamar Jackson, I think he's looking at that saying, well, if that's what they're looking for as a quarterback, then I got to be considered. And he's still being considered a first-round pick potentially.
Late first, early second.
That's what they're projecting him as right now.
But here's my thing.
Yeah, early first, early second.
You come back to school, and you show up and show out,
Yeah, you dominate. You go higher in the
that
draft.
QB class next year is not going to be that great.
He'll be.
It's you, Caleb
first
Williams,
overall.
and maybe a handful of other guys that could be first-round picks. Could be. There's no guarantee on that.
Caleb Williams is going number 1 overall.
Yeah, well, that's a guarantee at this point.
Casey Thompson.
I hear what you're saying, Tyler. I know, but I'm sorry.
This is his year.
Trust me, I'm trying to say the same thing about Jaden Daniels. No, there's something there.
Is he coming back?
He hasn't said anything. I think he has the 1 year
seen
left
anything.
for the COVID stuff, so I think he has
That'd be
one.
interesting to see if he came back.
If you decide to leave, Grayson or DJ, whichever one of you wants to come around, please. The door's open.
Uiagalele's going to Oregon.
Probably. I don't think he would
And then
work
he's
in
gonna
a
have.
swamp.
He's gonna have a killer year like Bo
Yeah.
Nix.
Here's a thought for you.
Or he goes to Kansas State.
Yeah.
What would you think? What would you think if he drops this low? What would you think about the Bears taking Anthony Richardson?
If he dropped low enough.
Yeah.
Problem is, I don't think he would drop. If he would drop like into the 5th round or something like
You
that,
think fifth?
5th or 6th round.
I think they need a viable backup quarterback that can run the same system.
No, yeah, and that's what
that
we
they
talked
run
about.
with
Yeah,
That's
Justin
why,
mentioned
like,
that
I was
before.
hoping like Michael Penix Jr. was gonna come out, but he said, nah, the Pac-12 is wide open now, baby. I don't care, Colorado, Washington State, Oregon, call them whatever you want. Washington's like they're going for it. Like, there's no doubt they're going for that championship.
I would say in the 5th, 6th round.
Yeah, somebody
still there.
lands there, like a Jaden Daniels or Anthony Richardson, if he falls that far in the draft.
Because I've got a feeling that maybe
You're gonna have
the
to refine
off-field
him.
issues might
Yeah.
overpower
It may.
the talent that's there, and that I could see. I
The
don't think he's
maturity
gonna-
question could be a concern
I
for
don't
sure.
think he's going to slip all the way to 5th, but I can
No.
see him fourth.
I mean,
to the 4th.
I've seen a bunch of people trying to mock him to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which I think would be a terrible move.
Why?
I keep seeing
You've got the next
We-
Tom Brady on that
We
team.
saw a Florida college quarterback go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and we saw how that worked. It
Where
did
is he
not
now?
work. Who?
Talking about Trask, right?
No, I'm talking about Jameis.
Oh, jeez.
Florida State to Tampa Bay Buccaneers, out to New
Trask
Orleans.
is still on the Tampa
Yeah.
Bay
That's what I
Buccaneers.
thought. Okay, 'cause
He's
I thought
still
we were
on
talking
the team.
about Florida.
He should be their future.
He should be.
He
He
should be.
fits that system perfectly.
Unfortunately, he threw too many interceptions in the preseason.
All right, so getting back to the Florida-Oregon State game,
Yes.
we're going to have little
10 points.
tangents.
Bread.
Plus 10 for Florida. Over-under is sitting at 52.5. I'm sitting. I think Oregon State covers this easily.
Yeah, I think they
Oh,
do too.
I totally think so.
I still think it can go over, but I think
I'm not sure if it goes over or not.
I mean, it's tough because
That offensive line for Florida is going to have to prove it because that defense for Florida.
they're going to
is
run the
not-
ball 50 times.
Yeah,
They may run Wildcat for all we know.
ATN might be the quarterback. Yeah,
He really might. He really might. Yeah, I think it could go over because I think Florida can at least get a couple. But Oregon State, I think, will take a chance to kind of run up the score and show what they're made of.
They're gonna fire up that scoreboard. I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think they want a chance to prove how
We're talking
they
about
are.
Oregon State was a team that was. I think they were in the top 10 at one point, weren't they?
They were almost there. I think they were at. I mean, they're at 14
right
right
there,
now.
yeah.
They were almost at like they were at 12 or 11. I
So this is
think,
like a
at one point.
true. You're talking like a true ranked team against a Florida team that was ranked, and then they've been all over the damn place. And,
inconsistency is the best.
and I'm
way
like,
to
come on, you let.
describe Florida.
My
this
biggest
year.
thing is they let Vanderbilt score 31 points on them. Dude,
Vanderbilt was good at the end of the year.
Yeah,
they weren't bad,
they had a nice run.
but
Yeah,
to lose a big SEC team to
Yeah,
to me,
Vandy, it's still
Coming up-
SEC, but still.
so
absolutely.
we
Oregon.
all on the same
Oregon.
place. Oregon State.
Oregon State.
Beavers.
We got the
Go
Beavers.
Beavers, baby.
Now you know.
Chomp chomp.
You know.
I don't know what the
You know
noise
if you're-
Chomp, chomp.
You know.
What noise does a beaver make?
I don't know.
Say, Sally.
Oh my god.
You know, if your beloved fiance was here, she would have picked the Gators.
Because a gator.
All right, because
gator eats a
gator
beaver.
eats a beaver.
Yeah.
She knows what she's talking about. She beat me in my bracket.
All right. Let's get to what I think might actually be the most entertaining game on this Saturday, 2:30 Central Standard Time on ABC. Mm-hmm. We got the Washington State Cougars versus the Fresno State Bulldogs. Give me your thoughts, Andrew. We're sitting at +3 for Washington State and 55 over under. That 50, I would go way over on the over.
Yeah,
under.
I think I'd go over on this. I think, oh, God. I think I'm going to go with Washington State on this.
Really?
I think so.
You're going with your boy Ward, huh?
I'm going to go with Cameron Ward on this. Both these quarterbacks have played really well. Hayner's coming off of, obviously, an injury. He's come back. He's looked a little bit better. So the hope is, I think, that they can stay on that level. I mean, they run, by the way, Fresno State's guy Mims, the running back, has been running the ball crazy good. So they have everything established
almost
as far as
1,200 yards, 16 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's putting up the numbers, and they've won their last 5 games. Yeah, I know. They've won their last 5 games, and they put some work in.
Not
for sure.
to mention their wide receiver, Jalen Moreno Cropper.
Cropper.
Like.
Yeah, yes, like that, but with an O.
Oh, I don't know what you were thinking. I was thinking corn.
Oh. Yes, like the corn. Yeah, yes. Moreno Cropper is. He's their top. I mean, they're loaded with talent for sure, Fresno State. But I think what Washington State has is they have I would say a little bit better quarterback in Ward. He's certainly far more athletic, I think. And I think this team collectively has enough talent that we've seen they can stand with some of the better teams, right? I mean, they got blown out, I guess, against Washington, but they still put up 33 points against a Washington team that's defense is pretty decent. Like, they did some work. They put in some work. And they kept it close against Utah.
This is legitimately going this is going to be an air attack.
Yeah. This will be bomb versus bomb kind of thing.
Yeah. I personally, I'm going to leave this one up to you because we're going to go right down the middle right now. I'm going to lean towards Fresno State. Fresno State's on a heater right now. They're playing really good football, and I absolutely love Hayner. I think he's an NFL caliber quarterback.
I do too, absolutely.
I was leaning Fresno State as well.
That's my dude.
Their last 5 games, dude,
that's my dog.
They've been killing it. And the thing is, because granted, Hawaii has screwed us many times this year, but Hawaii has been a decent team, and they blew Hawaii out of the water, 55-13. And I mean. Both these teams, their numbers are definitely evenly matched. Yeah, but Fresno definitely has like a slightly better defense, and I mean, Fresno's they've impressed me at all like this whole week.
I'm not taking anything away from Fresno by any means. It's
I know. This is a close game. This is gonna be tight.
My personal opinion is Fresno's probably that non-conference Power 5 conference team.
They do good when they get a lead. They do their best when they're behind, and that's the thing. This Washington State team, when they're behind, they can keep up with the Joneses. They can do the work.
Like I would almost say that if Hayner hadn't been injured that first part of the year, you're probably talking about Fresno State being the non-Power 5 team that's getting the New Year's 6 bowl game.
They probably have 2 more wins. Most likely they have 2 more wins on their season for sure.
No, I'd agree with that.
Instead of Tulane, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so Fresno State is the pick.
Yes, sir.
I like it.
Bingo.
And now we head off. Ooh. Exciting.
I know, now we get into the fun ones.
This is exciting stuff here. The Lending Tree Bowl between the Rice Owls and the Southern Miss Golden Eagles.
Bird versus bird.
Rice has given up way more points per game.
Yeah.
Defense is horrible for Rice. I'm probably just looking at it. Yeah, I'm going to say it. Go Brett Favre and the Southern Miss Golden Eagles.
Well, not Brett Favre. Maybe not Brett Favre.
I'm just joking.
No, I know. I just
thief. Allegedly.
Yeah. It's not looking good for him. Let's say that.
He's a bad man.
I think this is Southern Miss's game to lose, personally. Spread is plus 6.5 on Rice. 46.5 is the over/under.
Yeah, I got Southern Miss on this. Rice is their defense. I didn't.
Yeah, their defense.
Once you look at the numbers,
What
it's
are
just.
you over there huffing about? Like this is a hard decision.
When you look at the numbers, dude, Rice is just God.
No, yeah, because Rice
They
has
allow
some
more
good
yards
names on it.
They allow more yards than they get.
Let me just put it to you this way.
Yeah.
Rice is one of those teams that screwed us this year.
That's true. That is
true.
The only thing is that this is a fun game
God.
because there's some NFL kids on these teams. Okay.
Honestly, in these bowl games,
Yeah.
you can say that about pretty much every team.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Rice's starting quarterback is T.J. McMahon, which is Jim McMahon's kid. Sean Taylor's younger brother, is on the team as well, playing safety. And Frank Gore Jr. is the running back for Southern Miss. So,
I'm going to
both their defenses suck.
Yeah.
keep my comments about Jim McMahon to myself.
No, I'm going.
His son has not had a good year.
It's
18 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. Come on, man.
It could be worse. It could be a lot worse.
Yeah.
I mean,
Be Zach Wilson.
Yes. You could be where Spencer Rattler was if it weren't for throwing 6 touchdowns against Tennessee.
What was that thing I pulled up? I think it was like last week or so. Like Geno Smith could throw the ball like 50 times into the stands.
Yeah, and
still have a better passer rating than Zach Wilson.
That's not good.
That's-
So are we all on the same page?
Yeah,
We're
Southern
going
Miss.
with
Southern Miss.
Southern Miss. I've always liked Southern Miss for some reason.
They're one of those teams that find a way to fight.
They're nice.
They always manage to have some decent. They always bring out some good players too.
Yeah.
They always have a couple of guys. By the way, Frank Gore Jr. looks exactly like his kid,
By the way,
through and through.
this next bowl that we are going to, like all the players get goodie bags when they go to these bowls.
Yeah.
They get free swag.
Yeah.
Want to know what one of the free swag gifts was for the New Mexico Bowl between SMU and BYU?
What's that?
An air fryer.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Worth it. Air fryers are so cool.
I'm in.
They're good.
Dude, are you kidding me? I'm not gonna lie. I've had one of my better steaks when I put it in an air fryer. Yeah.
I've had pizza from the air fryer too.
You put the steak.
Who? What? Pizza?
Pizza
Pizza
through an air fryer every time.
You can make donuts in it.
As by Deshaun Watson, pizza through an air fryer. Perfect.
Sorry, I didn't know he was going to do it. I apologize. I told TJ there weren't going to be any starfish references, and what are you going to do?
I didn't make a starfish reference. I didn't even say it. I didn't say starfish. Who said starfish? Nobody said starfish.
Both teams
Starfish.
are 7-5.
Don't spit out your drink.
The game is at 6:30 p.m.
Yep.
Central Standard Time on ABC. This is an interesting one. I feel like BYU's underachieved this year.
Oh, heavily.
Yeah, big time.
Heavily.
They've been a complete disappointment this season.
In
my opinion.
Is it wrong for me to like Mordecai?
Mordecai?
Jeez. What is... Hello, my name is Dustin Ligament. I'm in a little bit of pain, people.
It's fine.
And sometimes the brain doesn't work. Mordecai.
Fragile. That must be Italian.
It's Italian. Just call me Dustin Ligament for the rest of the show.
Oh, he would have butchered that.
That was a ligament.
That was good.
But you're looking at a guy who threw for a little over 3,000 yards.
Oh, he did the SMU thing.
31 touchdowns, 9 interceptions.
He's got a pretty resume right there.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
And he's a solid quarterback.
He is a solid quarterback.
He's completed over half of his passes, fairly well. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
He's a very talented guy, and
then you go.
They're averaging almost 40 points a game.
Yeah,
I think quarterback's a wash. Jaron Hall for BYU, little over 3,000 yards, 31 touchdowns, 6 interceptions.
Yeah, and he was supposed to be a top quarterback, and he's a little bit banged up too, but he should be back for this game. So
he's listed as probable.
Yes, he's listed as probable.
I think probably where the differences are is BYU leans on the play action pass, whereas SMU's more the air raid, run and gun.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, that's been SMU style for years now.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to go with SMU on this.
Ooh, okay.
Mordecai's a really good quarterback. I like his style, like the gunslinger mentality that SMU kind of leans on. It lets them put up points. As far as I know, their wide receiver Rice is supposed to be playing, and Rashee Rice, that kid's NFL talent. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got hands. He's solid route runner.
That's how you pronounce that last name? R-I-C-E is Rice?
Yes.
No, it's Rice.
Rice?
Yeah, Rice.
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 Ricky.
So I think SMU has enough offensive power to be able to beat BYU. I know they're giving up a lot of points, but I think this is going to be a outscore the world kind of game for them.
This is run versus pass because the only thing that makes me pause on picking SMU is look at what SMU gives up per game.
Right.
Rushing.
Oh, yeah. They give.
Absolutely.
203.
They get killed on the run game.
Yeah, no, they're giving up.
So that's what makes me pause.
Mm-hmm.
Legitimately.
Because, I mean, their overall yardage that they're giving up is. They both given up over 400 yards.
They both have not.
But they're
been
also
good
putting up
teams.
over 400
Yeah.
yards. So this is like a very balanced out when you look on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
So you said you have SMU?
I got SMU.
All right.
I'm leaning towards SMU.
I guess it's SMU then.
Do we? I would pick the
for
over.
me, it's a coin flip. I
Yeah.
think
It
the
is.
over is a great pick here.
It's at 64. I'd still pick it.
I like. I mean, think about this. SMU lost Sonny Dykes just last year, and they still end up 7-5. I think SMU is the one. They've got
Hit
that
it,
momentum.
baby.
For me, probably the biggest mismatch of the Saturday games. Do you disagree, Andrew?
No, not at all. This
This should be over by halftime.
I would think so. Maybe not by halftime, but by the end of the third quarter,
The only thing that makes
fans will start to leave.
the only thing
You would say this is the most mismatched?
this to me is very sad because
Yeah.
I'm used to Boise State playing in the Humanitarian Bowl on their home field.
This is true. Yeah.
Now they're playing in Frisco. It's a little sad. It is North Texas Mean Green versus the Boise State
Mean
Broncos.
Machine.
The Broncos. North Texas is getting 10.5, and the over/under is 58.5. I truly believe that this is the biggest mismatch. Boise State's defense
Is unreal.
They're stacked.
it's
so-
really good.
It's another group of DeMarcus Lawrences and Kyle Vander Esch and all those guys. Like, there's just another group of dudes that are just like, Boise State football, we just kill you. And yeah, it's Boise State.
There's only one thing that could deter me from picking them. If they come out in all orange uniforms,
No.
I'm done.
No, you got to be all blue, or all white, or if you want, you can do that black with the black helmets with the silver and
Yeah.
blue.
Oh,
light.
yeah,
They've
yeah.
got some pretty cool uniforms. I won't lie.
I mean, what else do you have in Idaho other than Boise State?
Potatoes.
Idaho State, Idaho.
You should really think more of yourself. You are not a hoe.
I was waiting for it.
Quit shaming yourself, sir.
Boy, I just
Idaho,
set that one up and you just put it down, didn't you?
Idaho, Idaho.
Like always.
Weedaho.
No, but for me, this is the biggest mismatch that I see on that Saturday slate. I think Boise literally probably runs away with it.
Yeah. I mean, by the way, this kid, Taylon Green, the quarterback for Boise State, he's 6'6", 220. And he runs
pass,
and he runs like a 4.6, and they run a lot of that option with Hulani, the running back, who's like a bowling ball, by the way. So
Hulani is
he's a force.
fire hydrant.
Yeah, exactly. He's a force of nature. Probably A.J. Dillon kind of player. I mean, he's only 208, but he can just run right through you.
He's just a
Yeah.
brick house.
Honestly, Boise State should bust through this game, like, really easily.
I agree. I don't think North Texas can handle Boise State's defense.
Although North Texas's quarterback,
He's got some pretty numbers.
32
yeah.
touchdowns, 13.
On is on. Austin On is on.
On?
On.
I believe that's how you say his name, On. I don't know. He won't answer my text, so I don't know.
On.
But they could make things difficult, but I think it all comes back to that defense just not letting. They're not even letting 200 yards per game.
They play
passing.
They play a really good zone over the top. They're not going to be able to throw the ball over the top like they want to. That's what North Texas does. So it's Boise State.
Boise State. All right, that one was easy. Here comes the greatest game of all time.
The Super Bowl of college football bowl games.
On Monday, December 19th, and I love the fact that they're doing it at 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Of course. In Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, I want to know what, like, when did Myrtle Beach go, you know what we need? Not the college golf championship. No. Because we have, per capita, the most golf courses per square mile.
That's true.
No, not that. We need a football game here.
Yeah, of course. Between who, David?
Well, that would be Matthew McConaughey's Marshall Thundering Herd. Oh, wait, no. I apologize.
Hook 'em Herd? I didn't even know that was a thing.
Hook 'em Herd.
He might be thinking about leaving Texas after what? Marshall Thundering Herd and the UConn Huskies.
Wow.
Congratulations to UConn.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll be quite honest with you. UConn's number one quarterback went out for the season. Game 1.
Yeah.
They have absolutely turned it around this season, and to be bowl eligible after being pretty much one of the laughing stocks of college football.
Yeah.
Jim Mora Jr. is doing himself some work at UConn.
He has.
God, this is just a slap to Nebraska. UConn got bowl eligible. But it's okay.
They've done a really good job.
Let's be real. They weren't playing the talent that Nebraska was playing. Week in and week out. So, I'm gonna make this real quick. I'm definitely leaning Marshall.
I say Marshall, no doubt.
Yeah, Marshall.
I mean, UConn came and put up 20
points. And this is where UConn comes in and just kicks our ass. Actually, Marshall's defense is what's scary.
Yeah, Marshall's defense. Well, we saw what their defense could do against Notre Dame.
They're allowing less than 100 rushing yards a game.
And their running back is destroying people.
And that is what UConn does.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing UConn does.
That's the only thing
they can't do anything else.
It's a lot of.
They're like Army, Navy, and Air Force, but they aren't a military school.
How many times am I throwing? 5. You're only getting 5. You got 5 passes. That's it.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
so we're all in agreement. Marshall is the way to go.
Absolutely.
Herd up, baby.
Herd up.
Herd up.
You heard.
All right.
Hook 'em Herd, baby.
Oh no! All right, the next one.
The next bowl game.
Another barn burner.
The Idaho Potato Bowl.
See, Idaho's got something else going for itself. They got the Potato Bowl.
Here's my thing, and we're going to get to the teams here quickly. Eastern Michigan taking on San Jose State.
Yeah.
To me, I'm kind of leaning toward Eastern Michigan. It's for one reason and one reason only. You guys tell me what you think, and then right now it's plus 3.5 for Eastern Michigan, over under at 54.5.
Mm-hmm.
Give me reasons why I should go San Jose State, and then I'll tell you why I'm going Eastern Michigan.
Well, I would go with San Jose State because as far as I've been able to see, I've watched a few of their games. The offense, doesn't put up a lot of numbers, but they look efficient. Quarterback makes good reads.
It's all pass. There's no run there whatsoever.
They've got good reads. They run, but they run on goal line. That's really kind of their strength. And they do a great job of spreading out the defense while being able to pack in the line when they run the ball. But I think they have a really good aerial attack. They do precision passing. That's how they really kind of kill guys, is with death by 1,000 cuts, if you will. I know that, not being able to beat San Diego State and Utah State may not be good looks, but I still think that there's enough there for that team to be able to go up against this Eastern Michigan unit and be able to do some serious work, some damage. So I'd say San Diego State.
Okay, let's
see. I'm not gonna convince you for San Jose State because I'm leaning towards Eastern Michigan. San Jose State, they only have the passing game. They have no rushing game because they're rushing for less than 100 yards a game. And you stop the passing game, there's nothing San Jose State can do to you. And Eastern Michigan they're not doing too bad on allowing passing yards. And right now, Eastern Michigan's kind of on a heater. They're on a 3-game win streak. San Jose State just lost to Utah State and San Diego State, and pretty badly. Like, they allowed a lot of points, San Diego State especially. So I'm going to have to lean Eastern Michigan on this one.
I'm leaning Eastern Michigan.
You okay?
Yeah,
I didn't realize you're going to get all choked up over Eastern Michigan.
I might need to get a drink here in a second.
Okay.
All right.
I'm leaning Eastern Michigan because it's in Idaho.
Okay.
And the weather could be very inclement.
Yes. Yeah. The weather can change very quickly in Idaho.
So if it is nasty weather, that leans into Eastern Michigan more than it does San Jose State. And that passing attack will be null and void with Cordero.
Right.
Cordero?
Yeah, Cordero.
Woohoo! I'm back. All right. You guys want to move on to the next one? I'm going to go get a quick drink.
Yeah. All right, defaults to you now, Tyler.
All right, let's go. Where are we at here? All right, we got...
So we went 2 for Eastern Michigan, 1 for San Jose State?
Yeah.
Yes. Right next, we got the FAU... Oh, no, that's... Yeah.
No,
that's not it. The roofclaim.com Boca Raton. How do you say?
Boca Raton, baby.
Raton Bowl.
Boca Raton.
You're the one that you were having issues with.
I said, because every time he always says Baton Rouge, and I'm like, I mix Baton and Raton.
That's good.
All right, but anyways, and that on the 20th at 6:30 p.m. Central Time, you got the Liberty Flames versus the Toledo Rockets, and this is pretty.
Oh man,
this is a close one right here.
Yeah, this is tough.
But we just had Liberty's head coach dipped out.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, Hugh Freeze is gone, going to Auburn.
And so I don't Toledo. There's no coaching change there, so it's really gonna hit on if they're gonna play, how they're really gonna play with the loss of their head coach.
Yeah.
But I mean, you look at the numbers.
No one gives a crap about Hugh Freeze.
If you look at the numbers, there
means no more strippers.
Allegedly.
No, that was true. That's why he got fired. There's no alleged there.
But you look at these numbers; they're pretty much the exact same.
Yeah.
So they put up about the exact same numbers offensively and really defensively too. Oh my God, it's like literally identical.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Andrew, who do you got? Who are you looking at this one?
I think I'm gonna go with Toledo.
Really?
I think I'm gonna go with Toledo. I like the quarterback Finn. I think their offense has good momentum. They're the Rockets. They fly through the air. They put up points. I honestly, Liberty is one, and a lot of it has to do with Hugh Freeze leaving. Obviously, Channy Campbell is heading in from Coastal Carolina to go to Liberty. He's making a lot more money for sure. And obviously they're going to be moving into a new conference here. They're going to the Big 12 as well. So I get it. I understand why you'd make that move.
Liberty's going to the Big 12.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I did not hear that one.
I thought they were. I thought they were part of that big move.
I did not. They were. If they were one of those teams, I missed that. You're probably right. You're always right. Your brain's like a freaking steel trap when it comes to this
hold
stuff.
on. I could have
He
sworn.
does store a lot of information. I'm very impressed.
Thank you. Well, it's Conference USA.
Maybe. See, but still, that's still a move up.
Hold on. Let me double check this.
Even if they move to conference, because they're in Sunbelt right now, right?
No, they are Liberty. They're in the FBS Independence.
Oh, they're an independent. So yeah,
Yes,
moving to
that would
Conference
be-
USA would be a move up.
Yes, they will be moving into. Yes, they will be moving.
They're
into
probably taking Cincinnati or UCF's place.
Yes, Cincinnati, UCF, and Houston are all joining the Big Ten, as we've talked about before.
Big
12.
Big 12. Sorry. Well, I can't think. I'm trying to think of everything here. I can't always do
All
that.
these numbers.
Yeah.
There's so much.
Too many numbers.
And BYU, of course, is going to the Big 12 as well. So yeah, everybody's going to join a conference, especially now with the 12-team playoff thing being a thing, because
Gotta be in a conference.
got to be in a conference to actually make it. Fighting Irish.
Sucks to be you. They're going
Wouldn't
Big Ten.
that be nice?
Let's not pull any BS anymore. There is a reason the Big Ten TV deal included NBC. We're not stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to stay on NBC, Notre Dame? Oh, guess who has the rights to NBC now?
Real quick, are you guys looking at the comments in our YouTube stream?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
kinda interesting.
I see what's happening here. Don't worry. We're fixing that ASAP here, folks.
We're getting hacked again. I will murder
Well, that's not gonna happen
someone.
here. Hold on. But no, yeah, I'm going with Toledo on this. Liberty, I think it's just too many changes going on
Who's
right
selling
now.
the lawnmower now?
No, someone's trying to tell others to find your love here
Yeah. Well,
on Blow the Whistle.
Hey, you can find your love here.
From xxx20.site. All caps.
yeah.
All you got to do is look in our studio. Right back there to Squirrely Dan.
That is a lovely man.
That is love on a stick.
Love on a stick.
Stick.
Sounds delicious.
He's lickable, ladies. Wonder how many licks it takes to get to the center of that Tootsie Pop. A one.
So I take Toledo.
And you said you were taking
Me?
Liberty.
I am gonna take Liberty.
I am going to side with Andrew here. I think the loss of Hugh Freeze is going to be too much for them to overcome, and I like Toledo
It's just a lot of change, and not only that,
because
they've
it's
lost
the
3
home.
games in a row.
It's the home of the Mud Hens,
yeah. Like
and the home of. God, I can't remember his name. He was on MASH. Son of a gun.
I know.
Help me
I know
out,
what you're
Squirrely.
doing. The guy on MASH.
Guy on MASH that was from Toledo. Oh, y'all are gonna kill me.
I don't remember.
No, it wasn't Alan Arkin.
No.
Jamie Farr.
How old does David? Want to take a guess?
Hey,
well, the thing
It's a good show. It's a good show. It's a good
I used to
show.
watch it with my mom. 'Cause
I
it's
understand.
One of the shows that she enjoyed watching.
It's
so.
my
Liberty
grandpa did too. So
I still
he
find
loved
it funny.
Yeah.
I'll watch them over and over again.
Oh, it's a great show.
I am still picking Liberty, but it's concerning me after seeing that they did lose to UConn
And Virginia Tech and,
Virginia
New
Tech
Mexico
and New Mexico
State.
State.
Okay, I would be less concerned about the New Mexico State and the Yukon one. I'd be more concerned that they lost to Virginia Tech as much as it
By
kills
one
me to say
point.
that.
By one point.
though. They did beat Arkansas.
All right.
They did beat Arkansas. Yes, that's
And
right.
BYU.
Yeah.
So Toledo, and then we had one Liberty.
See? Senor.
Moving on.
Moving on. For the Wednesday's games.
New Orleans Bowl. Or should we do it right?
The R+L Carriers New Orleans
The
Bowl.
New Orleans Bowl.
New Orleans. Nolans.
Bowl.
Nolans Bowl.
This to me is a huge mismatch. I don't know about everybody else.
South Alabama.
Oh, never mind.
I don't think so.
Nope. Never mind. I completely forgot.
Yeah, you forgot about that, didn't you?
Yep. Totally forgot.
Oh,
It is
gee.
Western Kentucky Hilltoppers versus
Yep.
South Alabama Jaguars.
Yeah, I don't know, buddy.
I don't know either way because South Alabama lost the running back.
That's true. Yeah, Webb did leave. He's gone. I don't think he's. It sounds like he's not.
But see,
coming
that's
back.
okay. Their run game wasn't their strong.
No,
But-
well, they were fairly balanced.
They were a
game.
pretty balanced team.
They
I
could
mean,
throw
were.
it. They could run it.
You're averaging 166 per game running. You're doing all right.
Yeah,
Look at their
absolutely.
defense. Their defense is holding less than 20 a game.
Solid on the run.
But both of these quarterbacks, you look at their numbers first off.
Well, here's the problem.
Austin Reed has since left.
He entered the portal.
Yes.
That's why that sounded familiar to the name.
And last time I checked, I think he was headed to.
All right. Well, that helps my pick because
Please tell me he's going somewhere good.
Austin Reed last time. Oh yes, he's headed potentially to Louisville.
Ooh.
So that could be fun.
That would be a huge get for Brom.
Jeff Brom is going to be getting his slinger of a quarterback.
That would be huge for Brom.
Ironically, if you look at the two of them, they kind of look similar. They play a lot similar, so I think it's right up his alleyway. So.
I'm going to lean South Alabama here.
I'm liking South Alabama.
I'm taking South Alabama. They look a lot better.
Here's my question, though.
Mm-hmm.
Is Western Kentucky's passing offense system over personnel? Because you just had a certain someone leave Western Kentucky,
right?
Whose name will forever be etched in New England lore, a.k.a.
maybe
the Zappy.
Maybe.
Oh my God, I forgot that he came from Western Kentucky.
Now you have Austin Reed putting up those kind of numbers.
Right.
Is it system over personnel?
I mean, it very well could be. I mean, they certainly like to throw the ball a lot, so.
The possibilities definitely there.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, like with Bailey Zappi, he's...
Put some respect on that name. It's Zappe.
Zappe. Put a little fling to it.
Bailey Zippy.
Zappe. Zappy. Zappe. I mean, he's doing great things over in New England.
Speaking of which, were you just dancing in the aisles yesterday because your boy kind of went off and threw some footballs?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Are you going to get that Mac Jones mural on your arm now for a tattoo?
Sure, why not?
Make that. Oh, that'd be so funny.
I don't like Mac Jones that much, folks.
Don't lie.
Yeah, what happened? You used to hate him, and now you like him.
It's not about liking him. It's about saying, let's give him a chance. You know? That's all I'm saying.
It's
Come on, people.
But also,
Give peace a chance.
South Alabama's on a heater. They've won their last five.
They ran the table
South
again.
Alabama's one of those sneaky, under the radar. They've got
They're 10-2.
talented people on their team.
Oh, yeah.
They really do.
Who was the quarterback last year that came out of South Alabama that got drafted?
I know you're talking about. Can't think of his name.
In the late rounds?
Yes.
Give me a minute.
Shoot, who the hell is it?
Jake Bentley? Is that who you're saying?
I
I don't know about quarterback. I know Jalen Tolbert came out of that team.
Moving on to December 22nd, the Armed Forces Bowl. We have the Baylor Bears versus the Air Force Falcons. Woohoo. Let me know what you think, boys.
God.
I already know which way I'm leaning.
Jesus.
That wasn't the way I was leaning.
They need Jesus for this game.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Air Force.
Any particular reason?
330 rushing yards a game. Only letting up 99 rushing yards a game.
Wow.
They have... I don't have his rank. I apologize. Brad Roberts, who's just a bowling ball kid from Colorado that absolutely has steamrolled everybody in his way. They're just more disciplined.
Their quarterback isn't bad either.
No, Daniels is a fast guy too, and he has a good arm for a guy that only threw 6 touchdowns.
But he hasn't even broke 1,000 yards though.
No, absolutely. But
That's
he doesn't
passing.
really need to.
But I know. What does he got rushing?
Yeah, look at his rushing
Yeah,
total.
if you look at his rushing numbers, they would absolutely, he's a fast guy. He's a
good guy.
He's a talented guy. Listen.
Okay, yeah, he puts up some solid rushing.
Yeah,
numbers.
does he? 614 yards, 7 touchdowns. He's averaging 5 yards a carry. Yeah, no, I'm taking Air Force. Arizona, I don't know where that came from. Not by much. I think it'll still hit the under. Baylor, I think, will still be able to put up some points. but Air Force will probably run them ragged.
I like Air Force as well. I mean, they're putting up great rushing numbers, but you haven't mentioned their defense.
Yeah.
They're only allowing 13 points a game.
Okay, let's be real.
Yeah.
Go look at who they play.
Who they have played?
Mm-hmm.
They have not really played anyone. That's for
No,
sure.
that's part of their problem.
Baylor has played. Oh my God, they're coming off like a super tough last 5-game
Yeah.
run. Well, they kept it close with TCU. They've kept it close
Who
with Texas.
hasn't kept it close with TCU? It's like TCU's mantra.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did get blown away by Kansas State.
And that Texas Baylor score does not tell the true story of that Texas Baylor game.
No.
Texas
it doesn't.
whooped them.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Listen, here's the thing. I'm leaning Air Force as well. I'm not going to sit here and BS anybody. That scheme is very hard to plan against.
Yeah.
And especially if you don't ever play against it.
And they're now one of 2 teams that's going to be running it because Navy just fired their guy.
Navy's always going to do triple option.
They may not. New coach now.
Nah.
It may change everything.
I think it's gonna be close. This is definitely gonna be close.
Yeah. Respect to you, by the way, Nui Matoto, for all the work that you did, and obviously being the.
You kiss your mouth with.
Yeah,
your
I
mom
know.
With that mouth, jeez.
By the way, if nobody knows, Paul Johnson, who ran the wishbone offense at Georgia Tech, that was his offensive coordinator at Navy. That had 80-some wins with Navy, by the way.
I wouldn't be surprised if they bring back someone like Paul Johnson.
They might. It's a military school, so they want discipline. They want hard working. They want a screamer. And that's what those guys are.
Dan Campbell. He's your guy.
He's your guy.
Yeah. Biting kneecaps.
All right, let's move on to the next game, which will be the Independence Bowl between the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, yeah boy, and the Houston Cougars. C'est bon ton. You already know where I'm going.
Really?
I think Houston has been a joke all season.
Okay.
They're giving up 280, almost 300 yards per game through the air.
Mm-hmm.
Almost 150 through on the ground. Both rushing games cancel each other out. I think Louisiana's defense is a little bit better than Houston's. You want me to be honest?
Okay.
I mean, if you look how close, well, the fact they allowed SMU to score 77 points.
But they scored 63.
They scored 63, but
I watched
that is a
game.
basketball score.
I watched that game.
That was fun.
It was ridiculous.
That's crazy. I wish I saw that game.
There was no defense. And I mean, look at some of the games that Louisiana has played. They lost close to Troy. They beat Southern Miss a game. I'm not even talking about FSU because that's just ridiculous. They beat Eastern Michigan. I mean, you could say their bad loss this season was probably to Rice.
Yeah.
They beat Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
So
they're not like impressive wins though.
Well, what non-Power 5 team is going to have impressive wins unless they beat a Power 5 team?
It's fair.
That's true.
It's fair.
But you can say, I mean, both of them. I'm saying.
Yeah.
Houston and or Louisiana, because this isn't going to be.
For the love of God, Houston barely beat Temple.
Okay, that's true.
Hey man, you're talking about E.J. Warner there, quarterback in that team. Be careful now. That's Kurt's kid.
I might lean towards the Raging Cajuns. I mean,
It's just fun to say.
it is fun.
And let's be real. For some reason or t'other, the Raging Cajuns show up when it's bowl season.
They have.
They just pull off the most shocking wins.
Yeah.
Like they'll go up against a 10-2 team and just beat them outright, and you're like, "What the hell just happened?"
Well, they did when Napier was there.
I think. Well, I don't think it's that much of a step down from the guy that they have now, right?
I may beg to differ.
mean,
I think Napier's a much better coach.
They're in a better bowl game than Florida is, but
No, well, yeah, but not by much. Not by much. I'm.
the Independence Bowl's a cracker of a game.
It's a step up. I'm taking Houston.
Okay.
Tune is a quarterback, just legitimate, can throw the ball deep, can throw it short, intermediate. He can make every throw. That's how they play their game. They go balls out, and they have the receivers to do it. So I think this could be a blow-away game, but that's just where I stand. I know Houston's been more than willing to let me down before, but I'll say Houston.
I'm going Raging Cajuns just because.
See,
I mean, I don't know. Because it's fun to say. But Houston's also been giving up a lot of points, a lot of yards.
Shoot 'em. I just love swamp people.
I would,
Oh, he's a big one.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to go Raging Cajuns on this puppy.
I'm with you, Raging Cajuns. Let's move on to the Gasparilla Bowl. You like how I did it there?
Gasparilla.
Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl.
Gasparilla Bowl. Okay. Gasparilla.
Gasparilla.
Oh my God.
He's gonna go to a Mexican
we're
restaurant.
gonna get the guacamole.
Can I
get the guacamoles, the tortillas, and the pickled de gallo.
Donde está
Can I get some tortilla chips and whack-a-mole?
Whack-a-mole.
I'm the only one. I'm the only one that will make it if we ever go to Mexico, folks.
Yeah.
How's your enchiladas?
I got enough.
I broke them.
I've never heard it like that. Even in a joking manner, I've never heard it like that. Wow. Okay.
All we ever need to know if we go south of the border, Tyler, is umborosho.
Umborosho?
No.
What is that?
No.
Why? What is it?
No, never, ever,
look it up now?
No, you can't look it up. I'm telling you.
What is umborosho?
What is a boro?
No.
A boro?
Cut it. Go to commercial.
I'll look it up.
Thank God there's block on this thing, man.
I'll look it up later.
Oh, God! All right.
He's never seen Clerks 2.
No, he hasn't.
I'm bringing it back. All right, let's get to the Gasparillas.
And David's gone.
We got the Wake Forest Demon Deacons versus Missouri.
Okay, why is it like it's
Tigers?
Why is it now that I'm just finding out what the Wake Forest mascot was?
Demon
You didn't know they were the Demon
Never
Deacons?
knew that they were the Demon Deacons.
Hell yeah, baby.
I just always went
Have
by.
you ever seen their hats
Wake
and
Forest.
their apparel?
They're
Badass.
Really?
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna start this off by saying there's no way in God's green earth I'm gonna go against sexy Sam Hartman.
Not even close.
Dude.
Wake Forest by 500.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't think it's gonna be that bad, but I think Wake Forest handily wins this game.
This kid still has a year of eligibility left.
Does
here,
he really?
He
Yeah.
does. He's only a junior.
He's only a junior.
He's got to tell me he's coming back. He hasn't announced anything.
He hasn't said anything.
They might be a team to look out for next year.
Oh, absolutely. You're talking about a kid who, if I can find his numbers real quick, last year he put up 39 touchdowns and 14 interceptions with over 4,000 yards. This year, 43 to 400 yards, 35 touchdowns, 11 interceptions.
Think about the freaking quarterbacks that are going to be in the ACC next year.
Oh my God.
He and Drake May are probably going to have the battle of a lifetime if they can get up against each other. And if Cabe Klubnik can be who he's supposed to be, I don't know yet.
Klubnik has looked fantastic.
I don't know yet, but if he is everything,
in the petite package size that we've seen so far, he looks amazing.
He's a Westlake quarterback, folks. And if you don't want to know who went to Westlake, Drew Brees and Matthew Stafford. One won a Super Bowl. Two won a Super Bowl. One was the number one pick.
I think they both.
Yeah, they both won Super Bowls. One's a number 1 pick. One's going into the Hall of Fame. One might be.
Stafford's laid his claim.
I don't know.
Sniffles put it out there. Stafford is a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Which one's Sniffles again?
Jeremy.
Oh, okay. Oh, that doesn't count.
He knows what he's saying.
Yeah, why? Because he lives in middle of nowhere, Moosehead, Minnesota, whatever?
Say it right.
Minnesota.
Yeah, because that's where he's at, Minnesota.
Sorry, everybody. I forgot. Your governor says Minnesota. Oh, no, ex-governor. Sorry.
He's way up there, you know.
Yeah.
I think he's
so
literally
far.
like 2 hours away from the border.
He probably is.
He's way up there.
Oh, so we can get him to get us things.
Wake Forest has been in pretty much every...
What, they're ham?
Yes, absolutely. Sorry.
Wake Forest has been in pretty much every game that they lost in the they've lost 4 out of their last 5.
That's the problem, is that their
that
defense kind of shrunk at the end here.
And that looks bad, but look at the number. Look at the points they're still putting up.
No, and that's the thing. Their offense is insane. And if I'm the Bears, if A.T. Perry is coming out, that's a 6'5" receiver you could have there, like on cheap. If you're the Bears needing receivers, I'm just saying. And he's probably one of the best in the country.
I do like him.
He's a jump ball guy.
Who are you talking about?
He's a high pointer.
A.T. Perry.
Yes.
A.T. Perry.
He's a high
6'5", 208. Can jump. He's like a 44-inch vertical or something like that. He's like a basketball player playing wide receiver. Everything that Drake London is, which David now loves.
I didn't say I love. I said I took back every bad thing that I said, and he is going to be a quality wide receiver.
Yes.
Just say you love him.
I refuse.
Meanwhile, the other guy, Lovett, from Missouri, he's in the transfer portal right now, so he's not even going to play.
Yeah,
and he's probably their best weapon.
Yeah.
Outside of the, I forget his name, but the other kid that they got from recruiting last year, that was like the top receiver.
Yeah.
Burton, I think is his name.
All right, moving on to Christmas Eve, a 7 p.m. kickoff, coastal Central Standard Time.
Yes.
And this is our last game, so you don't have to put up with us for much longer.
We'll leave you guys alone.
Yeah.
Those of you that are looking for...
We'll be back on here in about 20 minutes.
Unwrapping Knacker's Knacks.
Unpack with the knack.
Playing with Knack's Pack.
We could change it to that, TJ. It's up to you.
Playing with Max Pack?
No, you don't like that?
No.
One?
You know what? The problem is that with some of the cards he's going to open up, that could be very bad for us.
Unwrapping Nax sack packs.
All right, I guess Barbie's out then. We can't do that.
And we have...
Oh, wow. Copyright. Interesting.
The good old Hawaii Bowl, which little known fact, whenever Hawaii is eligible, they play in this bowl.
It's the only one
they always do.
Yeah.
Yeah, always. This year,
Tells
You guys want to go to a different one? Nah, I don't think so,
Tells
man.
you how their season went.
I think they could be the best Power 5 team in all the land, and they'd still be like, you know what?
Put you in the Hawaii Bowl.
We like playing in the Hawaii Bowl. We have Middle Tennessee
That should be illegal.
Blue Raiders versus the San Diego State Aztecs. For me, at least, this is going to be run versus pass, it looks like.
Yeah. But not even, I don't know.
Oh, all right. You know what? I'm going with Middle Tennessee.
Really?
Yeah.
Give me a reason.
Why?
Well, first off, the way that they were able to play against Miami is one big reason. They showed up in that game huge,
Okay.
and that's a big opponent beating Miami. No matter what the record says, they're still a solid team.
Yeah.
Not only that, but they're 4-1 in their last few games. The way that they've been able to pour it on against teams like FAU and FIU, and I know those are bad teams, but still, the fact that they were still able to put those numbers up there is impressive. You know, Charlotte's one of the worst teams in the country. Doesn't mean a lot, I know.
I mean, you could say the same for FAU and FIU.
No, absolutely. Yeah, those are some of the worst teams, but having that momentum even still, I think is enough that you can say you're in a gear, you're hot, you're going forward. Whereas San Diego State, you bumped into Air Force, they shut them down really well. I mean, San Diego State had a chance to fight in that game, but they couldn't punch it through.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but they were on a 3-game win streak as well, and they beat, I would say, much better teams. except for UNLV. They only beat them by 4, but they beat San Jose State. They beat New Mexico. But I just feel like Middle Tennessee, in a neutral environment, I would give them the edge. Maybe not a full touchdown per se, but I would certainly give them the edge to be able to win it, I think, in this one.
I think I'm going to go Middle Tennessee as well. I like what you said. That they are on a hot streak right now. I mean, granted, they're not against good teams, but I mean,
sometimes that's all what you need.
But if you just look at the numbers that they put up too, like yardage wise, like San Diego, there's like no balance there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they're just both in the run and the ground game. That's the same thing. In the air and the ground game.
Someone's tired.
Yeah.
Still recovering from Vegas. They're not impressive.
You were there visiting, not performing. Let them know right away.
Yes. Funny you say that. So,
dear Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
I was telling Emily, I'm like, there's
he was
a guy
walking by Cirque du Soleil, and they were like, through the back, sir.
Wait, what are you doing?
Do flips?
What are you doing? You're missing the show. I'm like, what? No.
He fits the costume. Go.
There's a guy that I know that he dresses up and performs down in Vegas, and I told Emily, I'm like, I swear to God, if I run into him, I'm gonna be so pissed. Or people are just like, oh, you're the dude that dresses up from AC/DC, and I'm like, no.
Oh.
This dude dresses up in like everything you can think.
Okay.
Anyways, football. Middle Tennessee, I got. Yeah, I just think they're more balanced and like they there's actually one side that's actually better like on their performance, and it's the passing. The San Diego State, they're just equally poor in both ends. I mean, granted,
weird because
their defense is solid.
Had been a balanced team for so many years.
I know,
now. And now
this is weird. This is a weird year for them.
If you shut down San Diego State's run attack, you shut down San Diego State.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that's a possibility for Middle Tennessee. I want to say Middle Tennessee State, but it just says Middle Tennessee here.
Yes.
I mean, you can say Middle Tennessee, but they're Middle Tennessee State, I guess.
So I'm going to agree and say Middle Tennessee as well. That's going to do it for part 1 of Bowl-Rama here on Blow the Whistle.
Live stream.
Straight out of Lombard.
We've been here for years.
Oh, I didn't know I was supposed. We didn't rehearse this, so it's been so long.
It's part 1. We're
Yes.
gonna have part 2, and now we're gonna have it done, right?
We're going to have the deuce.
What's the deuce?
Wait, where are we doing part 2? We're doing part 2 on here, or are we doing part 2 over there?
We're going to do part 2. I think we're going to live stream all these. The Bowl-Ramas.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun.
We can do that.
That being said, let's do a quick shout out. Do you mind?
Absolutely. Go for it, man.
We lost someone who just not near and dear to me, but near and dear to our show. Always supported me and the show constantly. One of the few people that would actually listen to us while we were streaming on Sportstown Chicago. My dad.
B-Mac.
Besides B-Mac, we aren't talking about you, B-Mac. We still love you. But my dad passed away Friday from complications of stage 4 liver cancer. He will be greatly missed by me. He was the guy that got me so passionate about sports by taking me to every single home Penn State game from age 5 to the year I graduated high school. And sat with me Sundays after church and watched NFL football with me and took me and got me into sports like golf, which I got pretty decent at, and baseball, which I still have a passion for. I'm going to miss him every day because he's one of those guys I could always call up, and if I didn't want to talk about anything else, we could always talk about sports. Always loved ribbing him, and I always loved getting those first quarter texts from him when Penn State would look like absolute trash, and he'd be like, "We're going to lose this game." I'm like, "Dad, calm down. It's the first quarter. It'll be all right." But I love you. I miss you. I will see you on the other side when it is my time. But I know the guys here always appreciated the love and support that you showed them.
Absolutely.
And
he commented on all of our live videos whenever we were on Facebook.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, and we all appreciate that.
as one of our favorite characters said, Pops, that's what we appreciate about you. We know you're going to support us and love us from up above. And ladies and gentlemen, there might be some surprises headed your way very, very shortly.
Big things.
Absolutely.
Big things.
Big things. And we're not talking just tripod big. We're talking big. Guys, you got
That's
anything
big
you wanna...
too.
No, I mean,
No.
Not to put a damper on it.
Nah.
no, this was for you.
Absolutely.
This whole Bowl-Rama's for Pops.
For you, Papa
Pops
Dale.
is the first one. This is how this originated for me. This started with me and my dad every year going head to head, whether it was the Bulls or March Madness. We would go head to head, and one of us would have bragging rights for the year. No money was ever exchanged. No bad karma towards one another. It was just, haha, I won.
Yeah. It's better for the bragging rights.
So now I've got Dom in it. I've got Uncle Mike in it. And I've even got my ex Allie doing the bull picks. And it was funny to have a conversation with her today and I was going through my picks today, and I realized Pop's not going to be picking this year. And she's like, it made me sad. And I was like, it is sad, but now we got a trophy named after him. So
there you go. Good.
We're going to do the Pop Memorial Bull trophy.
There you go.
That's going to be cool.
Absolutely.
So I appreciate the support these guys have given me through a difficult time for me. We're trying to focus on the positives, on the time that we had with him instead of the time that he's not going to be with us, because I'm sorry, Dad, but God damn it, we were supposed to have you way less than we did, and we got lucky and had you 2.5 more years than we should have, and I effing appreciate it.
Well, I want to say to all the people, because we put it out on the X-Bomb page as well, of your father's passing, and I want to say thank you to all the fans. I appreciate the emails we got, the messages we got, everything that you guys gave us with all the love and support. David, we got like 30 emails, I'm telling you.
That's awesome.
From people saying, all the prayers to you and everything, all the love to you. They hope that we continue and do good for him and everything. So thank you guys. On behalf of all of us, I can say so. Thank you guys so much for that. You guys mean the world to us, and thank you for that. We really appreciate that, and I'm sure David and his family appreciate that as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I mean, you guys really summed it up and all that stuff. I didn't post on our social media because I didn't know if you had anyone that follows the Blow the Whistle.
He didn't like my dad.
No. Dude.
Jeez.
That's messed up.
You know what, Tyler?
No.
No.
Let's be real. Like we
got batteries in it.
I forgot got batteries in it.
We actually have been cracking jokes, Andrew and I.
Yeah.
While my dad's been sick, about how morbid he had become. So
Yeah,
I had to do something a little morbid.
It's very true. Yeah.
God, make me sound like a jackass.
I mean,
But no, I didn't post it out there because I just wanted to
post whatever you want,
do.
man, and feel free to say whatever you want about my pops. I will forever be in his debt. I'm just happy that he finally got to see me doing something that I love and that I'm passionate about.
That's awesome.
Like, he literally told me in the last 2 years he's never seen me happier, and that's because I'm in the industry that I'm in. So to me, that meant a lot more than anything else. And Pop, I'll miss you. There'll be days I want to call you. I might even still call your phone just to hear your voice. And maybe leave a message talking about some Penn State stuff, because that's what we both talked about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But for the Blow the Whistle family,
Tyler Butterball Buterball.
Andrew Pepe Valentin.
and David D. A. D. Dykstra, because that to me is my family's legacy. My dad named me that, David Andrew Dykstra, to carry on the legacy of Dale Allen Dykstra, who now I carried it on to my son, who's Dominic Alexander Dykstra. So we're all dads. Surround yourself with positive people. And this is going to be very heartfelt for me tonight, because without the positive people that I have in my life right now, I would probably be in a very, very dark, dark place. So you surround yourself with positive people, positive things, and a positive atmosphere, and nothing but positive things can happen for you. Thank you, everybody, for all your love and support. We will see you next week for part 2 of Bowl-Rama here on Blow the Whistle, the live stream.